let's take a look then at who is and who isn't playing, starting with Liverpool. Well, Houllier may have been unhappy with Thursday's capitulation to Celtic, but the only scapegoat appears to be the Czech Republic man Vladimír Smicer. His one-match return brought to an abrupt end as El Hadj Diouf returns after serving his club punishment for the spitting incident in Scotland. Sami Hyypiä and Danny Murphy both play their 50th games of the season today, and in Murphy's case it's his 200th for Liverpool as well. Houllier rarely tinkers with the shape of the side, so it's the tried and trusted 4-4-2 for them. Diouf has made a success of the right-sided role, where he'll come up today against Leeds United's loanee from Real Madrid, Raul Bravo. And what of Leeds? Well, the big news is there's still no David Batty in the starting 11, but the supporters icon, who was given the cold shoulder by Terry Venables, is among the substitutes for the first time this season, and when his name was read out a moment ago, it received the most huge cheer from the Leeds following. Neither Gary Kelly nor Michael Dewberry nor, really importantly, Harry Kewell is fit to return, so Peter Reid doesn't have as many options as he would like. He does make one significant switch in the makeup of the side, though. Alan Smith, so often used in midfield by Venables, is restored to an attacking role alongside Mark Viduka, with Nicky Barmby and Jason Wilcox occupying the flanks. Always one of the big attractions of the season, this one. Leeds United, remember, just 5 points above the relegation zone, above Bolton Wanderers. Overtaken yesterday by Birmingham City, so they really need something from this one. So a 2 o'clock kickoff at Anfield. Liverpool against Leeds United. Liverpool in all red, Leeds in all white. There's a traditional look about the game. Heskey's touch, and then Owen tries to re-find Emil Heskey. Referee today is Andy D'Urso. Ron Billericay. And Alan Smith there. There's been talk in some of the papers in England today about a possibility of him joining Liverpool next season. Well, if Peter Reid has the same problems as Terry Venables, there'll be nobody left at Ellen Road. Venables forced to sell 6 players and actually brought in £51 million to Leeds United during his 8th-month tenure, and spent, I think it was £275,000. The figures don't add up really. Liverpool have a throw in here. Rees is going to throw it pretty long, one imagines, although Murphy comes and fools everybody by taking it short. This is Danny Murphy. First shot of the day. It's a beauty as well. A ripper from Murphy and a fine save from Robinson. Well, Danny Murphy's got goals against Leeds in 2 of the last 3 seasons, and he lets fly here. Clear sight on goal, and acrobatically Robinson turns it aside. First alarm for Leeds. And Danny Murphy trying to mark his 200th Liverpool appearance with what would be an 11th goal of the season. Rees, who found him with the throw, will now look to find somebody with a corner kick. Owen, the only Liverpool player inside the 6-yard area, was headed away by Raul Bravo, but it's found a way through to Heskey. His cut back in here, danger, Michael Owen, and Radaby and Bakker were there to deny Owen. Smith loses out. Bravo for the second time in 20 seconds has to head clear. Free kick Leeds against Hyypiä. Nicky Barmby, of course, another Everton connection here on Merseyside, former Everton player as well as Spurs and Middlesbrough. Terry Venables' first signing. The word is that El Tel's going over to Spain for a few days just to get away from it all, but that he does want another job in English football. Not totally disenchanted by the events at Ellen Road. The referee D'Urso has the whistle to his lips again, and Leeds United have a free kick here. It's the first time that Leeds have been to Anfield since the day when Gerard Houllier was taken so seriously ill in the early weeks of last season. He's happily back here. Doesn't want to see Leeds get the first goal of the day, though. It's stabbed away to Ocon. The offside verdict is against Mark Viduka this time. Viduka with the most happy memories of playing against Liverpool. He scored 4 times against them in one match. Season before last in a 4-3 win at Elland Road, that was. This is Risa for Liverpool, and now Owen. Caught by Radaby, a big roar from the fans up there, but funny enough, the referee had already blown the whistle, and is whatever he's awarded, whether it's a throw-in or a free kick, is going to Leeds. It's a throw-in. The ball had actually gone out before it found Owen. Harmer. Gerrard, who's been in such excellent form this season. It's Steven Gerrard's 48th game of the season. Michael Owen's too. Heskey, an intelligent run by him, put some width into the move. Not the most intelligent cross, however. That's gone about 26 rows back, I would say, above the exit tunnel. Well, we know he's got a hefty right foot, but Gerard Houllier would rather see it more intelligently used than that. So 18 months now since the heart surgery that the Liverpool manager underwent. Risa from one side of the field to the other. Juff, encouraged by his early efforts on goal here, and through it goes to Emile Heskey. Leeds backtracking in real trouble, blasted wide by Juff. He's had 2 chances in a minute here, the Senegalese striker, and might have scored on both occasions, but he and Heskey are linking beautifully at the moment to Leeds' consternation. That one blasted wide. That was the back heel earlier that opened the door for Juff, and Robinson spread himself. Robinson's already made 2 good stops today, and Juff has put 1 effort wide as well as hitting the keeper with that effort. Liverpool keen to atone for the error of their ways last Thursday. Gerrard acting as link between defence and attack, but only plays the ball straight to Alan Smith, his England international colleague. Gerrard comes off best ultimately to release Juff again, and Heskey sprinting down the right. Raul Bravo might get there. Heskey tries to pull it back and will do so again. He and Juff appear to be playing their own game at the moment. This time there is no way through. Bravo will try and seek out Smith, who was offside. Smith protesting to Bravo, I think, that he didn't play quickly enough. Well, the first sign we've seen of Peter Reid as the new manager there with his Leeds United tie on. He was desperately keen to accept the offer of the job, even though it is only on a caretaker basis. He'll know there's a strong possibility of it coming to him full time if Liverpool do well, if Leeds do well in these remaining 8 games of the season. Ocon, the Australian, to back of the Norwegian. Oh, that's a weak clearance by Huppier, giving Viduka possession. Traore manages to smother the attack in the end. First inkling of hope that Leeds have had, really, and now it's another former England player, Wilcox, on for Viduka in here. He'll go at goal! Thrilling try from Mark Viduka. Rasping shot with the left foot, and it's flown over Dudek's crossbar by, I would think, no more than about 6 inches. Terrific try from the Australian. He lost playing against Liverpool. It was soaring, but it didn't miss by a great deal. We really have been treated to some of the most spectacular goals this season in the Barclaycard English Premier League, and that would have been one to savour. Now it's Murphy at the other end. Wide Owen. He keeps having a go at goal, but he's getting wider and wider. To see Lucas Radaby back with the captain's armband on for Leeds. He's been so cruelly struck down by a succession of injuries over the last 3 years. Dudek favouring the cap at the moment, which is understandable with the sun glaring into his eyes. Once again, Liverpool contrived to give the ball away. Gerrard that time, the guilty party. Smith and Barmby, though, combine very nicely, and Viduka's on the charge again in here. Traore glances the header down. Certainly looks more comfortable as a centre-back, Traore, than a left full-back where he's played for much of this season. Well read by Wilcox, just to break up Liverpool's latest move. The hard-working Murphy, diligent as always, comes to take it away from Raul Bravo. Juff. Gerrard steams on in that distinctive manner of his, but the cross was just too close to the Leeds goalkeeper, Paul Robinson. With Owen using his predatory instincts to get in. It's very lively at the moment. And Viduka has pushed his way into Traore here. Referee Durso says free kick Liverpool. Didi Hamann scored his first ever Liverpool goal against Leeds United, so he'll be hoping to add to the 2 he's got this season. Never been particularly prolific. Gerrard, long ball. Owen coming in behind Lucic. Takes it down brilliantly. Great technique from England's #1 striker, Michael Owen. Reverse to Juff. The ball in. Drops for Owen again. Michael Owen. Liverpool 1. Leeds United 0. And he started it and finished it. They say he's not in good form. Well, I want to see him when he's in prime form. This was goal number 22 of his season. And Michael Owen, the technique here was brilliant with the way he took that ball down. And then he pushes it into the centre. Pushes it wide to Juff. And when it comes back to him, he's in the centre to rocket it wide of Robinson's left hand. And Michael Owen blasts Liverpool in front. The 96th goal of his career in league football. And Liverpool, probably good value for it after the chances they've had in these early phases. Bad start for Peter Reid. Good response from Liverpool to their miserly night against Glasgow Celtic. He's just trying to string something together here, and there are plenty of players up inside Liverpool territory, including Mills. The switch is to Barmby. They've 3 in the middle. Viduka in for the header, but he doesn't get any purchase on it. Juff and Heskey, who seem to have found one another so many times already today. Liverpool winning the majority of free kicks as well. This one conceded by Wilcox. Leeds have lost their last 4 matches, including, of course, that FA Cup quarter-final to Sheffield United. Well, they really badly need to break this sequence in the position they are, but they're already 1 down, and the Klopp appealing for a free kick here because Rees is down and hurt, but they're going to continue coming at Leeds here, and Murphy scores, and Leeds are paying the penalty for stopping playing there. What an extraordinary goal. The Kop celebrates. Danny Murphy's got his customary goal against Leeds United. It's Liverpool 2, Leeds 0. Peter Reid has much to sort out. This was extraordinary. Rees nicked it over the top of the Leeds players. Now look, Leeds players are standing. They're absolutely pedestrian. The ball is knocked away. It's played back by Hopia. Murphy 1 touch. The second takes the ball beyond Robinson into the Leeds net. And the Leeds players were all waiting for a whistle and standing still. Well, it's one of the most controversial goals of the season. There was a half-hearted challenge there on Murphy, nothing very much to talk about. Rees down injured, and Danny Murphy's 6th league goal of the season may already have destroyed Leeds United and Peter Reid's debut. Not that Gerard Houllier is going to complain. Two Leeds players both attempted to clear the ball. I thought they were going to concede a corner, funnily enough. Rees down, but it was Leeds and not Liverpool who stopped playing to the whistle. Here it is again. Look, Rees goes down there. No apparent contact with Mills particularly. And the physiotherapist Dave Galley is over there with Rees, and I think he's giving a thumbs up to say he can carry on playing. But what is for certain is that on 20 minutes, Liverpool are in the driving seat. Leeds are in hot water. And Murphy marks his 50th appearance of the season and his 200th game for Liverpool with another goal. He's scored in all competitions this season, by the way. The Premier League, the FA Cup, the Worthington Cup, the Champions League and the UEFA Cup. So he's a very consistent scorer. Peter Reid pondering big problems here for Leeds. Rees is back on, by the way, and Leeds needs something very quickly if they're to figure at all in this game. Three Leeds substitutes are warming up. Noticeably, David Batty is not one of them. Long from Mills. Viduka tries to come in behind Carragher, does really well to hold it up and to turn. Good play from Viduka. Oh, a thrilling try from the Australian. Well, he's an enigmatic player. At times he looks to be lackadaisical, but when he sets his mind to it, he's got enormous skill. He's a gifted player, and he certainly has some venom in his feet. And he held off Carragher, turned and whipped in a shot there, which wasn't far off the mark. And that's twice he's threatened the Liverpool goal today. And Leeds United's leading scorer is in the mood for one. Heskey shows another side of the striker's art there. Holding off his marker and then delivering again, but to Murphy in an offside position this time. 10 minutes to the break. It's a break Peter Reid will want to use well. With some words to apply this Leeds side. Liverpool have lost only once here all season in the league. That was to Manchester United back in December. And somewhat strangely, Leeds United's records show that they are absolutely identical away and at home. That must be offside against Heskey. Leeds have won 5 and drawn 2 and lost 8, both at Ellen Road and away from home, and they're waiting in the wings for the first time this season is the cult hero of Ellen Road, David Batty. He's not been fit, to be fair to Terry Venables, for part of this season, but Venables made it clear to Batty when he first arrived at the start of the season that he didn't consider him part of his plans. I don't think David Batty wanted to move anywhere else particularly. Lucic and Radaby just about scramble the ball away from the onrushing Murphy. Forward they go themselves, the men in white now. It's Mills. Then Barmby. Barmby signed by Terry Venables, of course, at the start of the season from Liverpool. Barmby, former Everton, Liverpool, Middlesbrough and Tottenham, but hasn't really fitted in at Leeds as yet. Just should get to this and keep it in play. Well, Juff was dynamite in the first few minutes of this game in company with Heskey, but he's been more peripheral in the last 15 or 20 minutes.
This is Liverpool Football Club announcement for all
More uncomfortable watching for the chairman of the Leeds United Football Club, Peter Ridsdale, as you can see.
I really understand are having difficulty watching the game. Thank you.
Traore, the Frenchman, who was sent out on loan last season to Lens, and wasn't the most auspicious of clearances, so it comes back to Dudek again, and now it is upfield. Heskey underneath it twice. Juff on his way. Raul Bravo across. Juff tries to drift by him, and he does so. It's Heskey, and he skies it. There's no doubt about it, this is one of the weaker parts of Emile Heskey's game, finishing. He's had a couple of good goals in recent weeks, but today he's twice ballooned the ball into the Kop. But El Hadj Juff there, well, he just drifted by the defenders as though they didn't exist. Leeds are hustling here and do have the ball back inside Liverpool's territory with Bakker. The Leeds fans are at this end of the ground and just hoping against hope that their side might achieve something in these first 45 minutes, but they've only got 2 minutes left in which to do that. The chant of "We Are Leeds" from the visiting supporters. So a cross ball from Lucic. Radaby. Smith with a little flick. Viduka. It comes through to Barmby. It's Viduka again. And he couldn't control it under pressure, but Wilcox hits it in. Viduka, and again surely had to score. And if anybody does deserve a goal for Leeds today, it is Mark Viduka. It was virtually third time lucky for him there. A semblance of hope for Leeds United and for Peter Reid a minute before the break. All feints and flicks around the area. It didn't look as though it was going to happen, but what a wild clearance that. Back in by Wilcox. Dudek kept out the first effort from Viduka. It dropped at his foot. But Rees's clearance there has gifted Leeds a goal right on the stroke of half-time and breathed some life into their challenge at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Leeds United 1. Well, a bizarre goal in many ways, because Rees had all the time in the world to clear the ball upfield and failed to do so. And now El Hadj Juff might be spoken to, because he's clattered into Raul Bravo. Viduka's 10th league goal. He's got 12 in all this season, but his last goals have come in defeats, his last 3. But Peter Reid will take some solace from Mark Viduka's goal and from Viduka's all-round performance. So different going in at 2 down and 2-1. That's the ball in from Wilcox. He didn't really hit it properly, but Viduka's header, well kept out by Dudek. It then sort of got knotted up in his feet, but the Australian poked it in with Rees helpless on the line.
2 minutes added time in the first half. 2 minutes.
Well, the booming voice of George, the tannoy announcer here at Anfield, tells us there are 2 minutes to go. And how extraordinary it will be if Leeds got another goal. Smith tries to push it through. Hoopier there. Suddenly Leeds have been given a glimmer of hope, having had virtually none for the previous 45 minutes. Barmby. And no club has drawn more home games than Liverpool this season. It would be extraordinary if this Leeds side pegged them back now. 8 times they've drawn here at Anfield. They've won only 6 times in the league. Viduka got both goals last week in the 3-2 defeat by Middlesbrough. He also scored at Old Trafford recently. 2-1 defeat against Manchester United, and he's on the score sheet again today. But it's still Liverpool who lead here. Owen again now can drive in and Juff with a chance to play a ball across, but he doesn't get it beyond Lucic. It's Leeds who want the half-time whistle, even though they're enjoying a good little spell. Thanks to this man, Viduka. Well read there by Heskey. Came back, Hamann. Owen calling for it. Here goes Michael Owen now. Tried to chip it past Lucic. It comes to Gerrard. And Lukic gets his foot in the way. Leeds stood still there, allowing Gerrard to get over and get the ball. But as he crosses in, it's only to Nicky Barmby. Leeds are right on the back foot in the closing seconds of the half. Liverpool sensing they might just get a third goal. But have they got time? Drilled cross-field, Reese to Gerrard. And just as Heskey did in the opening minutes of the game, so Gerrard pings the ball miles in the air and out. That's half-time at Anfield, an engaging half. It's been very much going against Peter Reid and for Gerard Houllier. Red tide from the very first word. Viduka has breathed life into Leeds' challenge, but it was Liverpool who were off to a roaring start and might well have scored before Michael Owen did pop the first one. El Hadj Juff had a couple of chances, and then Danny Murphy came up with the second for Liverpool as Leeds appeared in disarray, in tatters defensively. But at half-time here, that Viduka goal has just changed the complexion of things. It is Liverpool 2, Leeds United 1. Very unlikely when Liverpool stormed into that 2-goal lead, but Viduka's goal just before the break has given hope to the Yorkshire club. Off we go again, no changes by Liverpool. That's not surprising because they virtually bossed the whole of the first half. But it was Danny Murphy's goal that really was one of the major talking points. Leeds had undoubtedly stopped playing in the light of the injury to John Arnorisa. The ball was knocked away. Leeds didn't seem to react at all. It came back from Hoopier to Murphy and he scored. And Leeds were still standing still. But they're back in the game thanks to Viduka. And here is the goalkeeper, the overworked Paul Robinson this season. Played every single match. The first time he has, Nigel Martin reduced the role of substitute. Should be a wayward ball from Gerrard, but Robinson has to react before Owen gets there. Good skill from Mills to elude Murphy. And he's somehow battered his way beyond both Murphy and Hamann. And then as he's fouled by Gerrard, he knocked it out of play. Well, he's a very competitive player, Mills. He really tries hard, and he's set up a platform for Leeds with a free kick here as Viduka comes to get a new shin pad. But he wants to be back in the penalty area before Ian Hart sends this one in, surely. Hart a bit surprised to find the Australian behind him. Now he will be one of those that's a target. Hart did set up a goal, funnily enough, for Viduka at Old Trafford a couple of weeks ago from that sort of a kick, but it's headed away this time by Heskey. Big match later this afternoon at Highbury, of course, with Arsenal entertaining Everton. Manchester United having gone top of the Barclaycard English Premier League yesterday after their victory. A routine one over Fulham. Arsenal aiming to be back top again tonight. Here is Hart, a regular first-team player over the recent seasons, but a giveaway of the ball there to Murphy, who sprints on. El Hadj Juff now. First time up against Hart here, who blocks him. Solid start by Hart, and he's got to pass away to Milner as well. And the youngster holds it up intelligently. Swift gives Mills a bit to do to retrieve the ball. Too far from Mills. Owen, who had that excellent first half, caught by Hart. Hart's first really aggressive challenge since his introduction earns him a talking to from Andy D'Urso. Gerrard will pierce the Leeds line there to find Risa galloping down the left. Risa's first time cross. Heskey tries to smother it. Cross for Gerrard. Wide. Gerrard, a scorer in his corresponding fixture season before last when Leeds won here. And a foul by Smith, who then manages to sit on top of Haman. That was Heskey losing out to Radaby. No question of a foul. Radaby got the ball, although Heskey went down. But then the ultimate shot was wide from Steven Gerrard. Hupia. Carragher. The pitch playing one or two tricks. The bounce is quite high in parts, soft in others. Traore can do no more. Leeds pushing Liverpool back. I'd love to know what Peter Reid has said to the Leeds players at half-time, but he certainly will have had his team talk changed by Viduka's goal. But here they will have to defend against Owen. Gets beyond Lukic. Wide he goes. Michael Owen. The cross looks good. Robinson does well as Juff came in for the header. Robinson climbed above him, palmed it down and completed the stop. Straight away to the other end where Traore has to hook the ball back over his head. And Leeds have plenty forward here. Bakker. Touched into the path of Mills. Viduka calling for it across the angle of the area. Here is Mark Viduka, but it's just beyond his retrieval. Leeds look a bit more solid in this half for some reason. But goals do change games, and that Viduka strike has certainly lifted Leeds and raised their morale. Ocon, the referee's in his way, but he does manage to locate Milner in a wide position. Bakker tries to get it beyond Hupia, and he's got past Hupia this time, and he's got past the next challenge. It's driven across goal, but only straight to Juff. And he dived there, did Juff, in the opinion of Ian Hart, and the opinion of Andy D'Urso as well. It has become a far too prevalent disease in the English game, diving. Radaby. Long for Viduka. Well covered by the popular Jamie Carragher. Popular here with the Liverpool fans. They were seen as the epitome of the side in some ways. Now it's Hart, and then it's Ocon for Leeds. They've got three in the middle. Comes to Mills, who's tracked in field but shows too much of the ball to Risa. His personal little squabble results in a throw-in for Liverpool and not for Leeds. Gerrard capable of hitting these long raking passes. Radaby did well there at full stretch, managed to take it away. Good job he did as well. Unavailing dash by Viduka, caught offside. It was a lovely attempted ball from Steven Gerrard. Lucas Radaby proving he's still a good athlete. Leeds are certainly having more of possession in this half than they did in the first. So maybe Reedy, as he's affectionately known, has had an impact. Juff runs it out. It's not been an easy first season in English football for El Hadj Diouf, one of Senegal's stars at the World Cup finals. Of course, they had that opening day victory over the French. Wilcox, Smith making a dart behind the Liverpool back line, and the corner is given away by Traore. Much better from Leeds. Even a point here would be seen as a significant improvement. 5 white shirts in the Liverpool penalty area. And 10 red shirts back there to defend goalkeeper Dudek. Leeds making their intentions clear. It's come through to Alan Smith. Still Smith, fencing for an opening, loses out. Owen on his way, and he too loses out to Radaby. Launched up again by Mills, away by Houpier, only to Lucic. Scrambled away by Traore. Racing down the right, Gerrard for Liverpool. It's opening up here. Leeds funneling back sharply. Gerrard across the face of the 6-yard box. Mills keeps Owen at bay. Lightning raid led by Gerrard for Liverpool, who now have Murphy in control of things. A good shot, Murphy. Sails over the top, plenty of swerve on it. He's got one today, he's getting greedy. This was where Gerrard broke down the right, just managed to keep the ball in, inside that white line. It was a very ambitious ball in, hoping to find Michael Owen. Juff. He'll drive in from that right wing position. Heskey swivels and out to Carragher, back to Juff and away by Bakker for Leeds. Attentive Eric Bakker there. And a good job for Leeds that he was. Now it's Viduka, and Bakker's got up, and so was Wilcox. But it's run out by the Australian. He'll be one of those very interested in the World Cup cricket final today in South Africa between Australia and India. Big cricket fan, Mark Viduka. His boyhood idol was Alan Border. Hammer, good shape to Liverpool's attack here, involving Carragher. Just stays out wide, Heskey through the middle. So here comes Michael Owen. Didn't go for the snapshot, did find Murphy. Squeezes a pass out to Juff under harassment by Bakker. Juff. Still Juff. Corner. 13 minutes played in the second half, and it was just around about this point of the first half that Michael Owen rattled in the first Liverpool goal. Owen and Juff in the 6-yard area, Houpier and Heskey round about the penalty spot, Gerrard and Murphy edge of the D, and it's Heskey who's up for it. So was Viduka on Leeds' behalf. Cleared in front of his own goal line by Milner. Never been short of a word, Peter Reid. And he's more cheerful than people think. He's certainly happy to have been given this chance by Leeds United. Murphy, Owen, brilliant, Heskey! It should have been 3. And well, he might hold his head in his hands. And I wonder if Liverpool ultimately will rue this. Owen figured in the move twice, delightfully. And Heskey really has to finish better than that. He has pinged it into the fans behind the net. The net should have been bulging, and it should still have been shivering now. 15 goal attempts Liverpool have had, by the way, to 6 by Leeds, but still only 1 goal separates the sides. But will Liverpool rue the waywardness of Emile Heskey, I wonder there. Now it's Wilcox for Leeds. Can't play Milner in. Wilcox wide for Milner. A useful ball from Milner as well, and he located Viduka in there. And on the swing of the right foot, Viduka puts it high, but he welcomes the pass from young Milner. Sure, Peter Reid's interested in how Milner's going to show up here. Good cross. Viduka close to a second goal. Still, he says to James Milner, good lad, good cross. Milner's first goal in the Premier League was scored against Sunderland, Reid's old club, but after Reid had left. Well, between them, Hart and Smith managed to keep the ball in play for Leeds and then make an advancement in liaison here with Wilcox. It's beyond Smith, it's Viduka, and Dudek was very alert. The Polish goalkeeper did well there. He's had his critics this season, even a week ago at Tottenham, where he was blamed for one of the Spurs goals scored by Tarico, but there he was very quick off his line. Carragher's not going to keep that in. Liverpool are just becoming, or the fans are becoming, a little restless here at their inability to kill off Leeds United, who will be encouraged by that. And they're playing the ball around more confidently now. Again, they're caught offside. Well, you could not have predicted this from the opening 20 minutes, but Leeds are definitely in this match. Hart with a first-time header. Much more positive Leeds in this half, there's no doubt about that. Liverpool getting just a little rattled. Heskey really should have put Leeds to the sword a couple of minutes ago, though. And he loses out there to Lucic. Gerrard does get the ball into Danny Murphy, and it's taken the deflection off the upright. Murphy as close as can be to a second goal, but it would have been slightly fortuitous because it struck a Leeds man. Murphy's had 2 or 3 opportunities today. Here it is off Lucas Radebe. Well, that would have been unfortunate for Radebe, who put through his own goal against Manchester United recently, and also has an own goal to his credit against Liverpool over the years, if that's the right expression. Traore has to boot this one away. Certainly a sense of anxiety in the Anfield crowd at the moment. With Leeds putting everything into another assault and involving Smith. Although Harman gets the ball away, Liverpool still fighting to find some space. Now they do have some. And Gerrard has played a good ball into Heskey. Heskey to Juff. Coming up on the outside of Juff is Carragher. He comes inside instead, and Lucas Radebe's there for Leeds. Still Liverpool 2, Leeds United 1. Owen seeking to find a way in. It's Owen still. Great balance. Gerrard, 3 for Liverpool, and Michael Owen at the hub of it. Steven Gerrard at the end of it, and that's calmed them all down here.
17, Steven Gerrard.
How Liverpool needed that, but the poise and the perfection of the pass from Michael Owen there. It was his dart initially. He rode the challenge. He somehow gets through 2 defenders here, and then he checks, turns, spins it across, and Gerrard belts it with the instep into the corner of Robinson's net, and Liverpool may just have wrapped up the points with this. Gerrard, who scored against Leeds a couple of seasons ago here at Anfield, has done so again, and it's his 6th of the season and his 2nd on consecutive Sundays. And here is the architect, Owen. No doubt about it for me, Owen has been one of the star turns today. Liverpool 3, Leeds 1, and Owen, who scored the first goal, has certainly set up Gerrard to make it 3-1. And the taunts now are from the Liverpool fans towards their counterparts from across the Pennines. Going down is the taunt. There's still plenty of football to be played, of course, in these closing few weeks of the season. And Leeds will hope to do better against the likes of Charlton and Tottenham and Aston Villa than they've done here today, although they've played much better in the second half. And they attack again with Mills. 17 minutes to go. But you would sense that Liverpool now will feel they've got this one there for the taking. And Leeds, in view of their current position, will be unsettled. But here they have the ball back again, with Mills once again. Chipped up towards Bakker, and Hamar might have to put this out. A corner claimed and not given. Smith for Leeds, romping on into the area. Leeds needing something positive now. They've got a corner. And David Batty is warming up significantly. The Leeds have won the corners 6-2, but they're not winning the match. I wonder if belatedly David Batty is to be given his first appearance of the season here by Peter Reid. He wants a goal more than that. It's headed away by Hoopier firmly. And it's back in there as well now with Milner. Cleverly fends away Juff. And he's somehow scrambled a pass away to Wilcox. Then it's Viduka. Still Viduka. Hart. Ian Hart. Well, it was a shot from Hart, but it's almost struck Viduka, who was in an offside position. "15 minutes left here for Liverpool to cement their position in the table. Leeds have been caught out offside on 9 occasions, and Gerard Houllier really desperately wanted a win today to get rid of the memory of Thursday night. At least Leeds have shown some character, particularly in the second half, in making a contest of this. Liverpool will be reassured that they can mount a serious challenge for a Champions League berth next season. And Risa will canter on down the left here. Radaby just ahead of Owen. Full of confidence in his players, of that there has never been any doubt. So here they are going to convert superior territorial advantage and possession early on into a victory, which is not what they've always done this season. And they've got another attack going here, a brisk one involving Juff. And surely he'll bring Carragher into it now. He will. Then he'll take it again. Juff just tips it aside for Gerrard. Corner off the head of Mills. The Leeds end as they start, Sid weathering a Liverpool storm. Murphy. They've taken the sting out of the game, of that there is no doubt. They don't have to do anything demonstrative now, Liverpool. Just pick up the points. Gerrard angles it in. Juff with a header. Barros there too. And he runs smack into Robinson. It's a disappointing start for Peter Reid in the sense that his side has been beaten here, but he, as the 1 minute board is shown, he will take some crumbs of comfort from the second half. The two substitutions had some effect, I feel. The introductions of Ian Hart and James Milner in place of Raul Bravo and Nicky Barmby steadied things down a bit, and they're still attacking here as we come to the final whistle. A late stage for him to pick up an injury. Dudek, but it's just a graze down the shin, I fancy, there from Milner's challenge. The best 45 minutes was undoubtedly the first 45, and certainly it was from Liverpool's point of view, though interestingly Leeds probably had more chances in that half than they've managed in the second as well. Referee Durso will shortly bring the contest to an end. Leeds will be left to stave off that threat of relegation. Liverpool will be left to fight on for more precious points at the top of the Premier League table. They've done enough today to win it, though. Peter Reid shakes hands with Gerard Houllier. He hasn't got his era off with a victory, but he will take something from the second half. Liverpool were excellent early on. Michael Owen was the man of the match, really. He struck the first goal, and then after Danny Murphy had controversially got a second, Mark Viduka did pull one back. The only goal of the second half was struck by Steven Gerrard. But 3 very good points for Liverpool, who put behind them the poor memories of Thursday evening in Glasgow Celtic. Nothing for Leeds United, as usual, here at Anfield. They still have to hang on to their Premier League status in the eyes of those fans. Final score at Anfield, Liverpool 3, Leeds United 1.
John Helm was your commentator. Yet another defeat for Leeds United.